the fun thing is I think you learn to lead by surrounding yourself with other leaders. And when I graduated from Vanderbilt, there were a couple of guys that were at high school that were the coaches that went to North Chicago that came back and that were helping. A guy named Mike Coleman. Coach Coleman was a guy who played sports at North Chicago High School and went on to play in a college scholarship. Stan Jakaitis was my freshman football coach who was a North Chicago graduate that came back. So these guys, I didn't realize till later that these guys were North Chicago guys, but then after I started seeing these guys coming back and helping, guys like Glenn Kozlowski now, who is a football player with the Bears, who's now coaching at my old high school. The guys that are coming back to help and realizing that it's an area where kids need leadership. By seeing other people do that, when I graduated, I came back and I coached. I didn't get paid a dime, but I would come back to the practices. I would get on the field, and I was working with the kids at the high school because it was fun. But I didn't realize it. But I was being a leader. That was just because I was around it and surrounded by people. I was like, this was just the normal thing to do, and you wanted to do it because you saw how much how much of an impact that those couple guys made on me for my life. And I thought if I could come back maybe and instill a little wisdom and let these kids know what it was like to play in college and what a college workout was like and how important grades were. And I know if I could work with a couple of those kids, I knew it would make a difference. Little did I know, we'd be working with hundreds and now hundreds of thousands of student athletes. But the idea of leadership, I think you're not born a leader. I think it's a trait that you can learn to be a leader. And the more we can get these coachable moments to teach these kids what it's like to be a leader, that means being a leader at home. Doing the right thing for your family, making your family proud, making your community proud. Because it's not until you're doing those things, that means doing the right thing, staying out of trouble, getting your grades, being a good brother, showing my sister what it's like to be able to make the honor roll or go through the college process and pick a school. And those little things, there's hundreds of ways you can be a leader. I think the more we can make them coachable and teachable moments and show them here's leadership training, here's what it looks like, and say, wow, I can do that. Oh, I went and volunteered at my church and helped at the old folks home. That's leadership, because as an athlete, other people saw me do it, not realizing that they were being leaders. If we can show them how you're being a leader and why it's important early on, now it gets a lot easier for them, and now it becomes baked into their DNA, and it becomes a part of their lifestyle.